I think the first thing that I wanted to share with you guys is how I got started. How I got started like learning Mandarin, and also just in my self-care journey, which has been going on for about maybe 5 or 6 years now. So long story long, I pretty much had like a really toxic relationship that ended in 2018, and this is the first time that I ever deleted my social media. So I actually read a book, and I wanted to speak about that book today because this is basically just like the starting point. And the book was How to Break Up with Your Phone, and so I do have that in my Amazon book list. You can have a look at it. I really do recommend, because that is like the first thing that we need to do if we want to focus on something, is stop distracting yourself. So pretty much that's where it all started. So I read the book How to Break Up with Your Phone, and then from reading that book, getting off my phone, it's creating a better relationship with your phone and phone use. So pretty much like an idea would be maybe deleting social media during the week and only using it on weekends. Or another option could be maybe deleting social media on your weekends and only using it during your week, and just having that free time to do like things and not be on your phone. So on. I did read that a while ago now, so honestly I've forgotten like a lot of the points, but the point is the starting point, what people can be doing. So read the book and then got off social media, and what I found was obviously having a lot more free time, I started reading, and the reading just snowballed. And I'm gonna talk quickly on this as well. I have, let's say, self-diagnosed ADHD, so there was never a world that I ever expected that I could read in general. I was that person that I would read a page, instantly either not absorb or have to reread, so on. So that happened quite a lot. But what I found was, if that was happening, it's probably something that I wasn't interested in. Makes sense, right? Because as soon as I started learning and like wanted to learn more about self-help and growth and so on, I really cared. So I would be like engulfed in these books, and most of the time too, one book would lead to another. So I recently read a book called Self-Help by Design, and this is basically just about putting your body in a state where it can heal itself. So like anti-inflammatory, so on. And that book actually related to another book, or it was referenced another book, which is called the China Study. So then from Self-Heal by Design, it's called, I started reading the China Study. So this happens with a lot of books as well. You know, once you read one thing, you're like, okay, I'm going to read this other one and this other one. And so, yeah, that's kind of where my journey started. And that was a while ago now. And then eventually I did end up getting back on my phone. But I did also know how to start like creating those boundaries as well, and not getting as distracted. Another reason was I did get my car, so I started wanting to post more of my car and making content, blah, 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 and going to Japan and things that I was doing that I wanted to share. So again, reading the book, at least I had that like baseline of like creating that healthy relationship. So hence why I recommend. And also just this more recent time, so pretty much what happened was, in Singapore I realized that being by myself, I was like doing things, I was like sightseeing, whatnot, but I was also on my phone a lot. So everything that I was doing throughout the day, I was like, you know, distracted on my phone. So I decided, okay, look, I'm by myself, I'll use my phone whilst I'm away, post whatever, but as soon as I get back, I'm deleting everything, I'm getting off my phone. And at that time I was like learning languages, and then I really decided to commit to Mandarin. And so just by being off my phone, obviously I have like so much more free time, I really focused on my Mandarin studies. And so I was learning through a website and I just allocate, you know, a certain amount of time per day every single day. And at the moment my studies has been slowed down quite a lot because I am going away very soon. So I know that I have enough of a baseline that when I do get there, I will progress. But also I haven't been able to practice everything that I'm learning. So it makes it really hard because everything I'm learning, the memory, it's by practice. So I find myself talking into like a Google Translate, or I'll send messages, and like I have people online that I like message with, but that's not like practicing my spoken and like conversational. Also like you're not getting your listening by not having conversations. So I do try to like listen to podcasts on like YouTube, but I'm not at that level of like understanding, so it does get a bit boring. I also watch a lot of Chinese dramas, so that does help with like little bits of listening. Like if there's a word that I know, I can pick it up. But yeah, so that's been really the main reason that I've been able to focus on learning Mandarin over the last 6 months, is literally just by not being on my phone. Like, and people tell me, like when I tell people, oh, I've been offline, or I'm not online, or I've been off my phone for like 6 months, they're like, I don't know how you can do it. Like, I just would never be able to do it. I'm like, you literally can. Like, it's not that freaking hard. It's like any sort of habit. Like, it takes 21 days to create a habit. So same thing with your phone. You know, if you could just be off it for 21 days, you'll notice how easy it is. Also me being offline now and like slowly getting back online. I'm finding like sometimes I'll just literally be like, I've had enough, and I'll delete the app. Sometimes I feel myself getting caught up in it, and yeah, I'll literally just delete it. I'll just delete it off my phone, and then like maybe the next day re-download it. But I try and set a time where I'm like, okay, I'm just going to be off it all day, and then I'll re-download it after work today, or vice versa. I'll use it at work, boring, sitting around doing nothing. That's another reason that sometimes I get caught up. Delete the app, and then yeah, after work I'll use it. Or same thing, like at the gym, I'll literally just delete the app at the gym, and then if I want to, I'll just re-download it. A lot of time, like with the gym, I'll delete it at the gym, and then I'll get back to where I'm staying, and I just won't go on it again. So I think the more that you're off it, when you do get back on, it creates that thing where you're like, nah, like I don't want to use this. So, which is also a positive thing too. So yeah, I take that as a sort of guideline to start, if you like. Also recommend reading that book, How to Break Up With Your Phone. And yeah, I'd be interested to see what you guys, you know, might be interested in but haven't really had the time to do, and what you can do with all this like free time that you've now found. So let me know if there is something, and also if this video has helped you, given some inspiration or ideas. Also just in general with reading, I definitely recommend, you know, if you've been a person that could never read, just try it. It's practice. It's literally practice. Everything, you know, you might think, oh, this is so hard, but the more that you keep at it, you're like, you know what, I can do this. And another thing with reading that I find, it's just like meditating. Like you're so engulfed in the book that you're not thinking about other things. And obviously meditation is such a good thing at school to have. So again, same thing with meditation, it takes practice. So just like reading, you know, if you focus on it and if you just find something that you're interested in, I swear you'll be able to do it. So let me know. Again, if you have any questions or want any book recommendations, you can have a look at my Amazon listing. That's all books that I have read. And yeah, maybe you'll find something that you're interested in. Okay, take care for now. Bye bye.